Feels like love. Cupid made a shot.
Come on. This is definitely gone too far. I think this is just my final straw, and I'm just gonna say my 2 cents, and then I'm again gonna go back to living my life, doing me, because at the end of the day, nothing you do or say will ever affect me in my life. It just doesn't. But why you think that you have the power just to do it and like treat people that way is beyond me, and I'm just done. All right, guys, so I want to tell you a little bit of a story about this person. I'm not going to say any names, nor if you know the person's name, please don't say their name in the comments of this. Just leave their name completely out of it. But I want to go back and do a small backstory, because just so you can make sense of the nonsense that is happening now. Because oh my god, it's literally been since the end of September, since the last time I spoke to this person. I have the message, it's there. The person has blocked me on every platform, so there's no way for me to contact you. Like, so I'm not contacting you, I'm not stalking you, I don't create new accounts, I hardly can manage my own account. So like that right there is just a lie in itself, and I know you're spreading these lies because people are telling me these things. I'm not stupid. Like, I don't really care, honey, do you? But like, you're really affecting other people, and now you're publicly associating my name to your group. Like, I'm over that. Like, no meow. So about end of September, no, so let's go right back, rewind a little bit. End of March, so I'd say early April, last year, 2023. Okay, keep that date in mind. Now let's start from the beginning. I've had my YouTube channel for just over 2 years now, and my Facebook group literally came a couple months after. I created them both, and I wanted them both to grow at the same time. I promoted them both at the same time, and that's just where I went. There's a lot of girls, or a good handful of girls, that have been in there since day one. They're like my ride or dies, and their dates go back. It tells you when they've joined the group. My group used to be public, and it is now private. So in that time of that, there was this person who joined my group, as the person was a subscriber. So in the time they were in the group, they were active in the group. They commented on other people's stuff. They were just a nice person, and that's just how they seemed to be. I take notice to these things. I've said it from the jump. I take notice to kindness and, you know, people just being nice and just, you know, being good. I love that. So anyways, I gave the person recognition throughout the years. I gave them gifts for just being great. I remember I did like a kit or something for the person. I sent them another box of stuff just to be nice. Like, it was no real attachment to it, but that is as far as I know that person, right? Besides the person being active. Anyways, sometime in March or April, the person sent me like a gel polish kit that I couldn't get in Canada, and it was just the sweetest thing, and I did a live on it, and it was nice. And I just remembered the person was always kind of like active, and you know, it was really good. And I'm not good, like, I don't want to say I'm not good, I'm definitely getting better, but I want to say a background for myself. Sorry, I'm talking too fast. Let me slow down. My nerves. It is, guys. This is not a comfortable topic. I've literally kept my mouth shut. Like, when anybody that knows me knows I haven't talked to anybody about this. I don't talk to nobody about it. My best friend and one girlfriend. That's it. And I know that girlfriend doesn't talk to anybody like about my shit. Trust and believe. Like, I believe that. So I don't talk to anybody, nobody in my family, meaning my Facebook group, anybody like that. Oh my god, like, this person, like, nobody talks about the person. Like, it's not it's no disrespect, but the person's irrelevant to what we got going on. So nobody's talking about you, nor would your name just be there. So why is my name publicly in your stuff? Like, oh my god, girl, get over yourself. Anyways, honestly, I've even noticed being very active, it gives me anxiety. I have social anxiety. I've noticed this since COVID. It's gotten really bad. I don't think I had social anxiety before COVID, and I think it's just gotten me. But then I also started my YouTube channel, which is fine. Like, I can do that. It was very simple, a few comments here or there. But now being so active and just growing and everything, it gets a lot, and my anxiety has gotten a little bit worse in the last like few months. Probably because a lot of things changed, and you realize different things, and your eyes open up to the world. So I think it has a little. So I'm just really trying to manage my stress and manage my stuff. So I know, like, this specific topic just like annoys my life, honestly. Like, it's just like, oh my god, girl, bye. Like, deuces. I said bye a long time ago. That means I'm over you. You're done. I'm like, you're not in my life. Bye. Okay. I think she needed to hear that because it's not that deep, and I just wish that you would just stop talking about me. It just doesn't even matter. Like, you know what I mean? Anyways, so April, I would say this person, like I said, they did a kind gesture for me. They sent me a treat, and I don't know, like I said, the person had a good track record as far as I could be to be active. So I was like, there's a thing in your Facebook group where you can have admins and that. I don't really know or didn't know really what an admin would do. I really said to her in the same way, you will do the same thing that you are doing. Like, you just keep saying hi and like be nice and just talk to everybody the same way. You'll just have a little like recognition by your name. And it was no deeper than that, and that's all it was. But that friendship between her and I now, like from that first talk, that first phone conversation, it was like we talked every day, and like for like 3 months, like literally like every day, like all day, like no joke, no cap. Besides when I really had to work. So in that time, I tried to teach her like Canva, little things like that to do flyers, and in that time we built and talked about other crap. Anyways, she had a glitter idea. I went and I was like, okay, it sounds kind of fun. The idea was just to mix glitter and sell glitter, right? Obviously on my platform, we talked about it. She even said like she didn't have a platform or nothing of that sort. She was just a member of my group and a subscriber to my channel, right? So obviously I think she had her little like Instagram and stuff. Everybody does, right? But that is it. So it was through my channel, through me, with my name on it, and I was like, you know what, why not? She seems like a cool girl. It's just an experience of me and her doing it together. I said to her, like, I really don't think we're gonna sell really any, like, who am I, right? Like, let's keep it real. And thank you to everybody who did purchase. I appreciate you. But like realistically, and look, right? So anyways, I agreed to it. I said that I'd take a little 500 loan and put it into it, buy the glitter and all that. We said it, and then we're supposed to pay it back. Obviously, I'm saying this to you. I don't know you like that. I met you a couple months. I'm putting my own money into it. Of course, we're going to pay the money back into the investment. Like, why would I just put all my money and say, oh yeah, let's just throw it around? Like, I ain't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Anyways, that being said, I bought all the glitter. I bought it through my account, off of AliExpress. I have all the receipts for, well, I probably need them quick now for taxes anyways. I'm going to write the shit off. It's through my business. Anyways, through all that, I have the receipts. I've shown the receipts. I've done all that. Like, I ain't going back down that road, and don't make me go back down that road. It's really annoying. Like, I'm over it, I said. So if anybody wants to put a blue heart to say, yo, I've seen receipts, but I'm not gonna be just popping up receipts like that, but trust and believe there's receipts there. Anyways, that being said, I invested the money into it. It's not that big a deal. We were mixing glitter, having fun. So we created a whole little glitter business. Okay, cool beans. In that time as well, the other ideas came up about, like, we were going to play games, and then she had an idea to accept donations and stuff like that. Again, I am doing all this on my name. This is my name, my merit. That means people, when I present this to my group and say, hey fam, this is the idea, they know that I've thought about it. They're trusting that I was like, I thought that shit through before I'm just going to come out and be like, hey, let's do this, right? No disrespect again, but you were just a subscriber coming in on my thing, on my platform, for people. They were here because they wanted to chill with me, know me, like they're trusting my word. Again, I've always said, tell me if I'm wrong. Anyways, for that, so when we started the donations, it all made sense. It was like, okay, cool. And that being said, a lot of stuff was accepted. And even now, this 4 months, I know for a fact that I have all the receipts, and I feel terrible that I know this stuff now. A lot has come out of the woodwork from that I didn't know what was going on, and I'm so glad that I made the decision to take her out of my business when I did, because she was stealing from everybody in the group. She was doing the one thing we ask people not to do in my group, is guilt ask. It's a really annoying thing, and it's uncomfortable AF. It's like when you show something, especially like content creators, when we show a lot of our stuff and we say stuff like, oh, I never used that or stuff, and then somebody's like, oh, well, I'll take it, or this or that, and you're like, okay, but then they DM you, and then they're like on you, and you're like, oh, you know, it's not that good or whatever, and they're still on you. This guilt asking, you're making the person feel guilty, and it's just like, they'd rather give it to you because they don't want to answer you no more. She did that to every single donation. I have proof of that. Every single person that donated, she pretty much guilt asked them to have something out of the box prior, or whatever it was, and then whatever left goes to donations. And there's a whole donation that's not, I never knew about. The person asked me, hey, did you receive the treat that I sent you? No, ma'am, I'm sorry for that. Oh, yes, it was sent to so-and-so with the donations that was sent there. Wow, that's unfortunate. Me and this person no longer even working together, let alone did I know that was even donated then. And that was in the beginning, when things were so-called okay between her and I. So let's keep it real. If you were doing a lot behind the scenes that you weren't telling me, again, why I say, like, I'm not the social media one. I wasn't the one out here just being, like, on everything and doing everything. That's not me. It's not naturally me. So I'm not going to be the one hunting people down and being like, oh, give me your stuff or this and that. Clearly, there was other things going on behind the scenes that I was unaware of. And only now I'm finding out about, which there's nothing we can do about it. Being the people who spoke, we're all okay. Every single one who has gone through that, I've apologized for it. We've spoke. We're all good. We've all talked about it. And the only reason I'm saying anything is not because this stuff, like, oh my god, like, it affects my life and affects my day-to-day. Like, now I'm just annoyed. Like, I'm annoyed AF right now. So that's probably why I'm like, huh? Because I just found it out today because it popped up in my Facebook. So it is February 7th. Wednesday, February 7th. So I just seen it today. So I'm just, like, annoyed AF on it. So that's probably why I'm a little... yeah, right? Anybody would be. So anyways, and I should be putting on my new curtains because, well, we'll talk about that. I don't want to talk good stuff yet because, you know, let's just talk the weird shit for this video. Anyways, with the donation stuff, let's get back a little. Yeah, we started that. So I started accepting donations for different games and different events that we would host in the group, right? In my group. So yeah, we started doing that. Cool, it was working fine, meaning people were accepting stuff, we were getting stuff in, we were playing games. It wasn't successful in the fact of the games were not being really ran smoothly yet. We were just trying to figure stuff out. And that took a little bit of time, and that's perfectly fine. And again, that person was responsible for figuring those things out at the time. And no, I'm not like, again, I've heard so many stories of like how I was to work with or work, right, or so called, like I'm so mean and I speak a certain way. Like another thing, like it's funny when I hear the stories, it's like, 'cause you're like, really, what else did I do? Like, but when you're gonna make up stories, a quick lesson, like for anybody that you're gonna do it, if you're just gonna be like that type of person, pardon me, if you're gonna make up like stories about somebody, especially like if you know the person, you've said it yourself, you're like my biggest fan, you watched all my videos, you knew me, right? You used to tell me, you're not who you seem. You see 15 minutes of me, and if you're with me for 24/7, you're gonna see 15 versions of Crystal, I promise you. Anybody would. Like, let's keep it a hundo. Like, so on the phone all day, you're definitely gonna get like, what? Huh? Snippy ways or what? It's not even, you're just like doing stuff or whatever. Let's be reasonable, right? Anyways, so I don't think that I was so hard to work with if we're on the phone every single day for hours upon hours and da-da-da-da-da. So that one, again, if you're gonna make up lies about somebody, try to make them up like kind of how the person is so it's believable. That way, like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, I get it, Crystal is like that, right? Because everybody sees me. I am who I am, and people see me. They talk to me in their group. We do bingo, so I'm there. I don't do a lot of lives, so they give me like, it's just weird. I don't know. I'm just not there yet. But when I do, I'm just me, and I'm just like a chill type of person. So if you go against anything that I am, like, oh, she'll neglect you because she might not get to your message in 2 days. Yep, that might happen. Like, those things are possible. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, just the stuff that's outlandish, that I'd be cussing and I'd be this and I'd be calling you. I don't even swear. Like, I hardly swear. So, you know what I'm saying? When I say cuss, I'm like, or whatever you want to call it. Bad words, the F words, whatever. So, all those little things are just weird. So, anyways, in this time frame, now, this is to September. The end of September, things went south. And I'm not going to lie to you, it was before the end of September. It was about 2 months of trying to make it work. And just both people just trying to make it work. It's new to both people, and it just really wasn't working. So there was about 3 months of fun, 2 months of let's try to figure it out, and then we're kind of 4 months now. Like, oh my god, right? It seems like forever. The 4 months now that we have not talked since September 26th, I think it was, or whatever like that. It's in my phone. That's the last time I spoke to her, period, and that was through a text. But so September, October, November, December, January, February, almost 5 months. Not one look up a word about your name or anything like that. So with admin and stuff, and it just wasn't really working. So again, I think around September, I just announced, unfortunately guys, like it just wasn't really working between her and I. It was very stressful for her and I could tell, obviously it was stressful for her, but like it was just too much for me. And if I'm not enjoying my work, and if I'm like, I don't even want to like do anything in the nails, like you have to get rid of the common denominator that is making your world crazy. If there's one thing that's just like, okay, you know what, I'm not enjoying it because of this, and this, and it only seems to because me and this person can't make it work. Okay, so unfortunately me and the person couldn't make it work, and it was that simple. Me and her, and this is the weird thing that I think is really odd, is that besides the fact that there is no nice way, or no, not nice way, but there's no easy way. Of course there's a nice way, don't be rude. And I wasn't rude. I tried to do it 15 different ways, and I tried to make it work. So it's like 15 different ways, and it was just, trust, it didn't work. It was 2 months of trying to make it work. So besides the fact that obviously me and her were having some tension because there was little things that I'd asked, like flyers or little things like events or something like that. Like it would just be like, you just do the flyer and put it out. It's not that crazy. Talk about it on Monday. It's supposed to be ready for a Wednesday. It's not that great. So those things were all working fine. Like there really was, besides the awkwardness, and that's just keeping it real, it was a little awkward between me and her because we didn't talk every day. But I can't talk every day. Like I just can't be on the phone like that. Like my business, I can look at my analytics, I can look at like everything. It's a lot. So, and when I mean like every day, all day, it's a lot, guys. So I had to like be like, all right, like I gotta get back into things, and let's get back into the drive. Like, you know, a couple months of kind of like, not training, but like I went over enough little things and different little things. Like you know, you can kind of do your thing, right? So when it became, okay, you can control the basic things in the group, right? And I can go back to just doing what I got to do. That was like, oh no, because I feel the person got upset because they weren't getting the time, and I think it was the time with me. I think that's what I'm starting to realize now. It was the time physically with me, meaning like that this person was missing, right? And I just can't be like that best friend. Like I want to be to everybody, but I can't be all the time because everything in my life will suffer from it. There is so many factors in life that we have to do, right? We have a regular job. I have my business, my BR business. Now even doing extra stuff in the Facebook group that makes us more busy, right? All these things makes you more busy. So it's hard to have time just to sit around and talk about the stuff you have to do. You have to stop talking about the stuff you have to do and do the stuff you have to do, which involves usually one solo person, especially if you live in 2 different countries, to get off your tush and go do what you got to do. It's very hard to do those things when you're on the phone just talking about doing them. So anyways, the person didn't like the fact that that's all I was trying to do. I was just trying to get doing the things that we were all talking about. They took it personal, and I told the person a million times, it's not personal. Like, we just gotta work. Like, we'll have time to chill and we'll do stuff. It just won't be as often or as much. Like, that was unrealistic, those 3 months. Like, oh my god, I literally took vacation. I took the summer off. Right? Like, so it was just maybe an unrealistic expectation that I probably even like gave. Like, why would I even give that person that much time? You know what I mean? Like, that was like so wrong of me even to do, because I made the person feel like they could get that much of my time on a regular, and I just know that I can't do that, unfortunately. So I do feel like in the moment of that, like, my bad, right? But the grand scheme of things, like, we're adults as well. Like, not a child. So if I'm not a child, you're certainly not a child. That's why I'm saying that. So we can understand that as grown people, that we have grown lives and we have roofs to pay and bills to, you know what I mean, food and everything else that costs a crazy amount. Like, I like to enjoy life. I gotta work hard to enjoy life. It's just the simple facts. You don't want to do none, you ain't gonna live a nice life. Basics, right? So you gotta work your butt off. And that being said, like, that's how I took it. It wasn't like I never took it serious. I never, like, it was nothing. I wanted our friendship just to be a cool friendship. But also, you can solely work, even in BR, like, that's fine. But you're still, like, this was always my group. You never took over my group. I built my own group. You came in, like, 1.5 years after. Like, that's pinning that one, too, there, right? So, you came into my group, like, you're supposed to just do a little thing and keep doing what you were doing, right? Like, yeah, of course we build a friendship and stuff, but, like, again, I'm sorry for the unrealistic expectation, but damn, that's all I'm saying. I'm sorry I couldn't keep it up. But it's a really it's a really unrealistic thing to ask of somebody anyways, right? It's almost selfish in a way to want to take somebody so much time from somebody that it's hard for them to do anything else, let alone take care of their home and family and whatever else, right? So yeah, like I have a community. Like my community is so important. I'll never forget Rose said to me, I'm so sorry, it stopped. I'll never forget what she said to me. An amazing woman that I met through YouTube. I think she very early. She found me, and then I quickly found her back. On YouTube, but she told me that it took her years to build the community I built in months. Like, and that I never forget that. I carry that with me. I carry that pride with me, and that's a big responsibility. And that's like an amazing thing that I hold, and I don't take that lightly. Like, these people count on me. So when I say something, when I say, don't give me your stuff so we can put it back together and give it back to the community so we all can try to play with some of the amazing stuff that we show, right? And all the amazing hauls we do, because we all buy doubles and whatever, right? The girl had a great idea. I'm not giving the girl that, but you have to have people trust you to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? And you have to deliver what you said you're gonna do as a human being and as a real person. That's how you gain the people's trust and respect in the first place. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't be fugazi and think that that's gonna all work in a harmonious little thing and you build a good family on some fugaziness. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why right now it still runs and works beautifully. It's running better and bigger than ever. I promise you, I got a UPS thing for a delivery today on some more donation stuff. So the concept and all that works and that, but honey, that was built off my merit. I worked my arse off, and the people that do that, they trust me and what I said I was going to do. And the fact that you were going behind my back, taking stuff, and guild tasking is no different. That's what it is. And then a whole donation went missing. Girl, you took and there was a treat in there for me. You know what that is when you give somebody a treat. You know the feeling it gives you. It gives you a warm feeling in your heart. You're like, wow, when that person sees that every day, they're going to think of me and just a little cuteness. We all do it. You took that from that person. If she had to come back to me months later and be like, it's been a while, and she was a little MIA for her own personal reasons. So when she does come back, she's like, oh, shenanigans, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Did you ever get it? And I have to be now, because again, my platform, it was me people trusted. I have to be like, oh my god, I am so sorry for that. Like, I am so sorry. That hurts my heart. Like, you did that. You took that from that person. Shame on you for that, for real. People and making up, like, the lies I actually don't care about, but making people choose, you can't be a part of this group because of this group. Can I be honest with you? Like, I'm gonna tell you some reals. When like 100% of my Facebook group, yes, it's my Facebook group. Yes, I made it. Technically, you can make it, whatever. But I'm probably one of the least more active people in there, minus the jobs that I had, the job I have to do. I have to obviously keep the group safe, make sure we're all good and we're all chill. Other than that, like, to really be active, I'm not that active. I don't have time. I love everybody and I try to be, and I'm there and I'm like, hey, but I'm going to keep it real. Everybody in that community is there for each other. So if you go into that Facebook group, you're not going into it for me. I'm like the last person really you're going to be like touching in there. You're going to make so much new friends and family. Like, and that's what annoys me. Like, you're taking that away from these other women because you have some beef with me. That, like, oh, I can't stand that. That hurts my heart. That's where I think that is wrong. I just think that's completely wrong. You're taking, like I said, sorry, this is nothing about to do with me. It's not about, oh my god. But for you to be like, you can't be a part of that group because you'd be a part of this group. Honey, I haven't talked about you. I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't care what you do. Like, I said bye in September. Well, no, I wanted to get a hold of you one more time to be like, okay, I sent you the stuff that you burned. Why didn't you burn the glitter? I would have loved that video. Anyways. And then I was hoping that you would have like had the audacity to send my shit back, but I ain't gonna lie to you. From the jump, I said to Levy, yo, if I ever send this shit to the US, if me and her ever get in it, I'll never see that. I ain't stupid. Like, that's one thing about me. I'm a realist. I'm realistic, and I'm real with myself. I can be real with myself. I rushed into that. All that was way too much, but I get the lesson learned from it. I get the lesson. That's all that matters, is I learned my lesson from it. And the donation thing came out of it. It is an amazing thing. There is hundreds of people that are touched by this, like literally in the group. Like, it is freaking amazing. Like, there's over 600 something people in my group. Like, that is awesome. And I know that all comes from the community that is built. Do you understand? Like, so I don't know. I don't regret what happened or nothing. I don't regret lessons in life. Like, never regret lessons in life. They happen for a reason. That was supposed to happen for a reason. Maybe I needed to toughen up and open my eyes a little bit more and be like, okay, girl, check yourself. I needed to get better at doing all this stuff. That's probably it too. God doesn't give you more than you can handle. I can handle all this on my own. I'm perfectly fine with it. I didn't probably need any help. And I just learned that I need to start speaking up more, because it is an actual good thing. And people do listen. So anyways, all that being said, all the donations, all that came from that experience. So I don't like regret any of the experience happening. Pardon me. What I don't understand is where it went south of the fact two people can't work together in a business. The one person leaves quietly and just you do your thing. I don't understand what you thought doing all what you're doing and just keep making it something 4 or 5 months, 5 months later. Like, why is my name on your group? Take my name off of your group. I do not want my name associated with you at all. Like, what is your issue? Like, that is like a public thing, and that's a rule to your group that you can't be a part of my group? What the, girl, get that off the public post, please. Like, I'm sorry, I need my phone on for this. I didn't plan to do this. Anyways, that's the only reason I even made this thing, because that was my last straw. I'm just over it. I'm done. Like, again, I don't talk about you. You won in this situation, right? Like, I'm gonna break it down for you quick. You came in just to be in like some thing. You gained a lot of people's trust and thing, and for whatever reason, it's good. You seem to be okay prior to me knowing who you are now. That's weird. But I get it. Like, be friends, do you, right? You gained a lot. You gained a whole whack of product and glitter, and being associated with me, every one of those giveaways you took out of them, so please believe. And even the one that I got up here, that was the big anonymous donation, the first one, there was a big bag full of stuff, honey. All those beetle liners, you have all of them. So what are you talking about? You took all that stuff from there and I gave that to you. So what, like, I actually was like, okay, cool, not knowing that you were doing it to everybody else as well, so you even did it to me. Wow, she's good. I didn't even think of that. See, opens up your eyes sometimes. Anyways, that, there's a lamp, another lamp I got you so-called for your birthday. All these things, more product that we paid into the so-called, the money that was coming in, like, you kept all those things. You kept all the glitter I sent to you, okay? I don't have any of it. I had a couple bags and I gave it all to a friend. Really? Because I just didn't care. It's just some glitter, right? So you kept all of that. You kept the pots. You kept all of that. Those pots alone is like probably $100 and something for the pots. Like, I paid for all that. So you won, honey. You're better off just, not to say like I'm not telling you what to do, but stop doing the lies and making up big things. And you're making something try to stay alive. And I'm not there. I just don't want nothing to do with you. I have not wanted anything to do with you since I found out, not nothing actually. I just didn't want to work with you, and I thought we could just leave it quietly. But you don't know that. You left with vengeance. Not that I care, you started your own group and all that, but you had a few people coming and giving me very nasty messages. You blocked me. It just went very weird. Like, I thought I just said I just didn't want to work together, and that was it. Because that's all it really was. You didn't do me nothing wrong. I didn't do you anything wrong. It would have been nice if you would have gave back my shit, and then we would have been like more even Steven. But I accepted that you kept it. I was like, I said it. I said it. It went south. It's not that crazy. I'm gonna write it off with taxes. That's what you do. That's why you claim things. That's why it's a business. I won't get it all back, but like I said, it's just money. Money comes and goes all the time. Makes the world go around. You're welcome. But it'd be great if you do a video on burning that. It'd be fun. So that being said, it should have just left. Like, you left, went do your thing. You know what I mean? Like, you did. You did a little YouTube channel. You're doing all your stuff. Why can't you just go do you, honey? Leave my name out your mouth, and especially don't write my name on your public platforms. Like, you already like did the logo thing, like now, but now you have this in a rule as your group, saying because you and the owner. Okay. Anyways, that's that one, please, and Spanx. Yeah, so you could have left and just done you and whatever, but you keep choosing to involve me in your life by putting my name publicly, or like even you mentioning my name to your friends and whoever. I really don't care. No disrespect, but I don't care. The people can believe you if they want. Like, that's their choice. We all make choices in life. It's okay. If they believe that I treated you like a piece of crap for that many months and you were still talking to me and this and that, which I just found out recently that that's what you told them. So that one I didn't know, just like a month ago, actually, no. Through the months, more people came out to light. And again, I think the more people you continue to burn, because God don't like ugly, and your true colors come out. Like, you're a little vicious, like, for real, girl. So, like, that will come to light. People will see it. And that's why I just said nothing, because you're gonna do your own stuff to yourself anyway. So why do I have to say? I don't have to say nothing until you go the extra mile, right? The extra mile is typing out my name publicly and having it somewhere. You know, I like that so much. So I would really like for you to take it out. Again, you blocked me on all your socials, so I can't really reach out to you. Yeah. So I know you do watch my videos. Let's keep it real. Like I said, the idea was there, but the work, we put the work in, or I put the work in. I'm not gonna say it's just me, because my best friend helps me. Like, I wouldn't be, you know, I wouldn't be nowhere without my best friend. So thank you so much. But also in the reels, every single person, listen, I'm gonna look over here. I swear to God, the people in our group are so helpful. If somebody has a question, somebody else will come and give them an answer. Like, they don't depend on me. I don't have to be the one running it. I can't be the one being and doing everything. So everybody helps out. Everybody is doing their own thing. Like, a girl have a question, somebody else will give them an answer. Another one will come and have an opinion on that, and then somebody will switch in and be like, oh, try this. It's such a different vibe. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's without me. Like, I'm not really, yeah, I'll come in when I can, but I promise you, I'm like the 4th or 5th person answering the question. I promise you. There is at least 4 or 5 other people that have gotten to that or said something about it prior to me. I'm rarely the first to any of those. And that shows you the vibe in there. And that's what I'm talking about. That just comes from pure love. I mean, that comes natural, so you can't just mimic that one. Sorry. But anyways, so the vindictive part came obviously because you created your group and created this and this and that and try to do whatever. I don't care, honey. Best of luck to you. Do you. I don't wish ill upon nobody. That's not my vibe. It's not my style. Don't get me wrong. You're starting to annoy me a little bit though, but that's what you wanted. So you got what you wanted. Be over there. Do your dance. Do your happy dance. Yeah, you definitely hit the straw. My name. You put it publicly. I don't like that. So please take that down. Again, I've said it 5 times. It should already be down by now. By the time this video comes out, if this video comes out, that means you probably haven't taken it down. I want to do this. I didn't want to do this. I think it's been eating at me. I'm not gonna lie. All the little things is just, and it's not because you think that you're doing it to me. You're actually not. What you're doing is you're hurting so many other people, and that's what is actually annoying me. I see you actually hurting other people. You're involving other people that have nothing to do with it. Not allowing this person to be involved in the group because this or that. That to me is the most childish thing ever. For what? Because of me? I just told you. Last 15 minutes I just told you I'm the least active one in the group. They're not there for me. People are not there for me, I promise you. They're there for the family and community that is there. And to allow your so-called friend, your friend, somebody you care about, your sister, your nail sister, to miss out on an opportunity to have a real friendship with somebody else, another human being in the world, that could be a great deal for them, because we all go through so much trying times. How can you call that like, oh, you love them, you want them? No, that's selfish. You want to try to compete with me. I don't know why you want to compete with me. I mean, who's competing with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not competing with you, honey. Trust and believe. I am where I am because I worked my ass off. It has nothing to do with you. Not 1 ounce of my success has anything to do with you. I wish you could say the same. But whatever you do with you in your future, my best advice to you would be start being you, your true, genuine self. Once you be yourself, you can build what a community is. And that's what is YouTube. Like, that's the definition of YouTube. YouTube is where you go and you have this little intimate type of vibe of a community that can grow to be a crazy thing, and other people grow from it. It's just like a crazy networking vibe, right? But you have to build that where people actually trust you and want to come to you and just enjoy that vibe and chilling with you, really, right? And just want to sit there and chill with you. If you can do that, and even do this, even if anybody watched this, sitting here for 20 minutes, like, do you know what I'm saying? You have to do that and build that for yourself. Try that. I bet you'll be a lot more successful. I promise you. In the long run, it'll work for you. It will. I promise. But, can we just, like, be good now? Girl. Deuces. Like I've said bye 7 times. Do you want a hug? There you go. I'll give you a hug. Because at the end of the day, I do not wish ill upon you. I never have. Nor would I ever. Like, I have said once or twice, I ain't gonna lie, that you stub your toe. So if you have stubbed your toe in the last 5 months, that was me. I'm not gonna lie, because you've been annoying me a little bit. But that's it, guys. I'm signing off here. I'm sorry I even had to say anything, but again, something that's my whole point of all this 25 hours later, is something that was so small. I wanted a member of the group and a subscriber, somebody who came in that seemed to be a genuine person and wanted to be like for the family and for us, and that it just truly was not. And that is what I have found out from everything, all the information I've gathered from then, from April till now. A lot of it, trust me, the first 3 months, that was like you just trying to milk a situation, and then the real you came out, and it was like, wow, girl, shame on you. Shame on you. I'll say it. For real. You took advantage of a lot of people. You stole from a lot of people. Straight up. Because I did not say that you could take any of that, and then the whole, like I said, there's a whole donation missing, so let's keep it real. And I didn't take any money from you, honey. I buy enough of my stuff, and people see all the 1,000,007 hauls that I've done for years. So me throwing a little money at some glitter, and again, I've shown the receipts. It's on my AliExpress. And what do you mean you never knew it was on Ali? I showed you the same pictures. We were on the phone sending pictures back and forth. I promise any of your girlfriends can probably relate to that, right? You guys on just sending them texts through Messenger and looking at them like that? Or you guys are probably video chatting so you can see them. Not sure, but you know what the same thing I'm talking about, because it can't be she only did it with me. So do you judge people in how you want to, but I do recommend anybody in life, do what is best for yourself. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you have to do something that you're uncomfortable doing. This is something I am trying to even like better myself in. Stand up for yourself. It is okay to be like, you know what? No, I don't like that. Like, that's not okay. It's not okay. And this is what you're doing is not okay. Like, it's enough. Enough is enough. I mean, please just go about your day and go, like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's telling you enough is enough. Well, I'm going to come tell you because you keep making it about me, honey. This ain't about me no more, honey. You got to go check yourself, look in the mirror. Okay? It's okay. Having that for yourself, I've had to check myself enough times. You have to be able to check yourself. I think you need to do that. But other than that, everybody else, again, sorry that you had to hear me on a rant and rave, but like, oh my God, it actually was annoying me a little bit, and today was the final straw. So I love you, and I want to go put those curtains up. I love you guys so much, and we'll talk in the next day. Bye, guys.